Billionaire. Assalamualaikum and good morning all.
Good morning, Miss Masha.
Okay, I am glad to welcome all the managers to the first meeting of the Billionaire Club. Will the meeting please come to order? So today I want to discuss the problem faced by our employees, which is the problem of absenteeism.
Yeah, sure. May I know who is responsible for all of this?
It is Adam and Shaki. Do someone here recognize the name?
I recognize the name very well. I can say that I am quite close with them.
Yeah, they work in the same department as me.
Okay, so I would like to discuss about it in details. First of all, the main problem is Shaki's habit of postponing his work and not attending the meeting need to be fixed as soon as it possibly can. I'm worried that it would draw a bad image and reputation to the company and it will cause a huge delay to one of our company's big project.
And what about Adam?
Well, Adam does not tell anyone that Shaki was asking him to do all of the work. He is stressed and he keeps all of this to himself. And it is confirmed that he has also been dealing with mental health and anxiety. Now, the problems are getting bigger. Due to Shaki, everyone's work was delayed. Other employees are doing their work, and honestly, it's not fair.
Okay, why do other employees does not report this problem to the managers?
Other employees also noticed that Adam and Shaki had a problem. Other employees do not dare to ask because it seems like this problem is too serious. If we do not stop this problem, one of the effect is picking up the slack. When employees call in sick or miss work for other reasons, it slows down production. If a particular worker has a big project to complete and a tight deadline, 1 or 2 missed days can have a significant impact on whether they are able to meet that deadline. Often, the burden of making up for that person's absence falls on his or her coworkers. In turn, those coworkers don't always get their usual amount of work done while covering for someone else. Either way that you slice it, the amount of work that gets done is reduced, which is one of the biggest effects of absenteeism in the workplace.
We should also mention the amount of time that supervisors spend figuring out how to cover for an absent employee. They either need to shift the responsibilities of other workers or keep a close eye on a replacement worker who may not be as well trained at a specific task as the employee who is absent. Either way, this takes away time and resources. Instead of looking for ways to be more efficient, managers and supervisors have to spend time just trying to avoid falling behind.
Company morale is one of the more overlooked effects of absenteeism in the workplace. Both frontline workers and supervisors can grow frustrated when they have to cover the duties of someone else. And that if it's an isolated incident, it will be a big deal. Most workers will be happy to cover for their fellow employees, knowing the same will be done for them if they need to take a sick day.
Believe it or not, workplace safety is among the effects of absenteeism in the workplace. As mentioned, co-workers or temporary workers having to pick up the slack for an absent workers create a less safe workplace because those workers are not as well trained for those specific duties. They may not be able to detect potential issues with machines or sense safety problems, the same as the absent workers who works with that machine every day.
Meanwhile, the workers who are trying to make up for the absent employee could become overworked. Perhaps they are working extra hours that day or are stretched too thin. If they lose some of their focus or trying to rush through something without following all safety protocols, accidents are more likely to happen. It is not a stretch to say that the safest workplace is one that's at full staff and has everyone taking care of the tasks that they are best trained to handle.
Okay, so can all of you tell me what are the causes of absenteeism?
Mental health. This is a very real issue so many people face. It's important to encourage an environment that takes mental health seriously.
Bullying or harassment. Sadly, this is a common cause of absenteeism. If an employee is experiencing any form of bullying, harassment, or discrimination, they more likely they are to stay at home when it becomes too much to handle.
Grief. The loss of a family member, pet, or friend can cause huge amounts of grief for an employee. It is important to allow employees the time and space to work through their emotions and any logistical issues that may arise from a death.
Low morale, low energy and disengaged attitude to an employee's work can have a huge impact on the morale they may experience at work.
So, what are the solutions to this problem?
So one of the solution is make time for small talk. For example, I as a department manager have the ability to communicate effectively, so I would suggest a little discussion with Adam and Shakir outside the office as an example that I choose to discuss the restaurant. I would also like to identify what problems these two are doing. In addition, I would also advise both of them that after this, they do not repeat their mistakes, and I will also constantly monitor what they do in the workplace.
And my solution is to keep track the employee's absence. When it comes to dealing the employee attendance, it is more important to keep complete record. How to track employee absenteeism depends on what works best for you and any shift lead or supervisor who will be enforcing the attendance policy. Easy way to track your employees is with a time clock app, which provides useful clock in and clock out notification right away.
My other solution is disciplinary action should be taken against them if this attendance problem persists. For example, we can give a warning letter if the first time they skip. If it happens many times, they will be fired for not being disciplined and being careless with the work given. This can serve as a lesson for them and so that they do not repeat it again.
For me, my idea for the solution is try to identify your own level of ability and learn to be more assertive. Often, those who can do the work are bullied with a heavy workload, while those who are lazy are not given the proper task. This will cause a dissatisfaction later on.
Okay. Personally, I think we can talk to Adam and Shakir about their problems, then discuss flexible working arrangements. If they claim that they are being bullied, then encourage them to provide more details or lodge a complaint so the business can investigate the matter thoroughly. If they are still suffering from stress or struggling with their mental health, then offer to support them and refer them to the Employee Assistance Program or mental health helplines. continue to meet with them regularly to monitor their situation and offer ongoing support. So far, all of you have given brilliant ideas. I am impressed.
Thank you, Miss Marsha. With all the solutions given, I think we can solve this problem as soon as possible.
Yeah, for me, this is a serious matter that we must find a solution.
So if we work together, we can solve this problem.
It looks like we have run out of time, so I guess we'll finish here. I think we have covered everything on the list. If no one has anything else to add, then I think we will wrap this up. I guess that will be all for today. Oh, before you leave, please make sure to sign the attendance sheet. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.